Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Church. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Tosses it back. He's going to take a shot right away. It's complete. A huge pickup. Turns it on down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it.
And the ball's on the ground. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Razorbacks will have it first and 10. Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Dropping back, it's Barry. Throws to the tight end. And that ball is picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Slings it downfield. It's caught. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. They'll go to the ground. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Miami, 14, Arkansas, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The give to the tailback. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Finds his man and they convert. Still on his feet at the 45. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Scanning the field, it's Barry. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He's got his man. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right?
And the ball is intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the offense on first down. To the ground with the back. At the 40, there he goes. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. On the move at the 30. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Makes him talk to the hand. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Using his feet. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the 1st quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Bridges. The throw to the outside is complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. A designed run for the quarterback. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
How many 1st downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
He wants to throw it. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Canes. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Arkansas, 0.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we
hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Church. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Continues to fight for yards. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. You've got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Looking to throw, it's Bridges. Pocket starts to collapse. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I've
got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28, Arkansas, 7.
Fair catch, called for and made. Send that offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
This time on target. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Razorbacks are rolling down the field. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Barry. Fires to the wideout. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Hey, how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Bridges. Throws toward the end zone. What a snag by the defense. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be first down. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. Did a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Canes are in the red zone. Back to the ground game on the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. They fake it. They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass. And they pull it off. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. Oh, the fake caught the defense by surprise. Opened up a little passing lane for the score.
And I tell you what, on the field goal block, what are we doing? We're sending everybody. You might want to keep a guy or two back deep just in case they do run the field goal. And when you bring the field goal block and you bring everybody and you're sending all your resources to get them and you're not covering, this can happen. I tell you what, guts to call the play, and it actually worked.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll run it. Got room at the 35. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Off the play fake on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Offense set on first down. Oh, he tosses it back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Back to throw, it's Bridges. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Coming out with it, it's Church. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum.
He's loose. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Hurricane.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout here. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 2 to Georgia Southern. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the lone back. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. To the air, it's Barry. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Canes! And the beatdown has ensued. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll put the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one up.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield behind.
Time to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. They're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Using the quick game. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Hurricanes will send out the punt unit.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense...
Looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions.
Going for the big play. And it's picked off for the fourth time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll try the run. Shakes off the tackler. Look out, he's got room. Off he goes. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. A first down for the offense. They'll give it to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Offense facing 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. A 3rd and long coming up here. And the quarterback takes a knee. On the ready. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take a knee.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high